Welcome back. Welcome to lesson two. This one's all about mental health, um, specifically your mental health, uh, as you choose to affect it while you have fun. That's what we're calling it. We're camping while we're camping. So, first, I'm going to start with a couple of profound thoughts. And if they're profound, it's just because I really haven't given it a lot of thought before. If you have, bravo. But it's going to affect how I offer the rest of this. So we'll do a couple of profound, they're really just observable truths. And then the rest of it should be easier to swallow. Again, this is all just an attempt for us to help each other. Uh, okay, well, it's school time. Let's get the learning on. So, all right. The first thing I wanted to talk about is I wanted to list the four most powerful forces that we know about in the universe. Uh, I'm not talking about atomic energy. I'm not talking about fission. I'm not talking about the pressure of voltage. I'm talking about influential forces, for lack of a better word. Hold on, you'll see. So, number one at the top of the list is love. Unquestionably. Think about your family, think about your friends, think about blah, blah, blah. You get it. Love. Um, Life changingly powerful. Number two, laughter. Never have you ever heard someone laugh a genuine laugh and you didn't look because your brain wants to laugh, your heart wants to laugh. It knows how good that feels. It knows the level of dopamine and endorphins that it's going to get out of that. There's science to it. Um, you get my point. Number three is a smile, infectiously powerful. Um, Never has anyone ever looked over the side of a crib down at the baby who looks back at them and smiles because they recognize them and they know who they are. And that person has ever been frumpy. Never has that ever happened, nor shall it. It's just a smile from one creature to another. Okay, you get it. Number four, anger. So we've got love, laughter, smiling, and anger. Four most powerful, where's hate, right? Well, as it turns out, hate's not real. Hate is a very easy label for us to put on a very specific and personal and intense form of anger, and therefore, it's anger and nothing more. Anger has an opposite, happiness. You can't fight hate because hate isn't real. Also, uh, no matter what I do, I will never be able to remove all the negativity from my life, nor I think am I supposed to be able to. That's just an observation and balance. For everything negative, there must be a positive. Um, so hate's not even real, so don't give in to something that isn't even real. And also, I think the observation, because life is balance, and I'm going to get to that next. Uh, and life is balance. Why is there only one negative and three positives on that list? because it's an accurate reflection. And positivity, I guess, can uh, be said to be observed as being 3 times as powerful as negative energy. It's not linear left brain science. I'm not wrong. Okay, so let's do fair and balanced next. Fair and balanced are not the same thing. Fairness and justice are concepts. They're ideals with an L. Uh, they're also ideas with no L. They're not real. Balance is. I can prove it, but it's sad. Okay. If life was fair, the baby gazelle would always live. He'd always get away. And we know that's not how that works. Life is balanced. Some of them get away. It's not fair. Fairness isn't real. You know what else isn't real? Morality itself. I'm not gonna do that. I happen to agree with what I understand is the old school way of things. Uh, I do something because I feel it's right. Because that's what you're supposed to do. Know the difference between right and wrong. Behave like it. Whatever that means. Yeah, and some of the baby gazelles get away, but some of them don't. And life isn't a storybook. Life is full of lots and lots of stories, but it's not fair. There's no justice. Balance. And sometimes the system works. I said sometimes. You get to choose almost everything. Let's start with your mood. Someone's saying, "How you doing today?" And you say, "Oh, I'm good." Well, if you mean it, if you realize that when you're answering their question with an I statement, um, you are also consciously deciding to, at least in part, commit to that, to the statement that you made, like to back it up. Uh, if you give in to that, you accept that, and allow yourself to just feel it. I would not say that I've had the most glamorous of lives. I've had some really good times, some really good days, some really good years. I've had the other thing too. In retrospect, I would say it's pretty balanced. Most of my days are good because I understand that that's a choice that I get to make. That's a choice you get to make. Nobody can take it from you. Nobody can have it. You don't have to give it to nobody. So it's important to remember who you are. It's important to be true to who you are. If you speak about it, be about it. More wise words my papa used to tell me. We don't like posers here. We like to keep it real. But you get to choose. You get to choose your reactions. The only thing you don't get to choose is how you feel about a person or a situation or a room or something. You feel how you feel because that's how you feel. Yes, you get to choose what you think. Yes, you do. You can think faster than the thoughts you're trying to put out because you're trying to verbalize those thoughts usually. And anyway, Everything around you is a choice, an opportunity for a choice. I'm just waiting for you to commit to it. Be thick-skinned. That really goes hand in hand with the freedom that comes with knowing that you get to choose what kind of day you have, because not everyone's the good guy. Some people like to test. Some people like to push buttons. They like to play games. And so you have to be thick-skinned. You have to be willing to take criticism. People are going to disagree, sometimes vehemently, and you gotta stand your ground and know who you are. Believe in yourself. If you know you're right, just be like, "Nah, man, I come correct," and then you're good because you came correct. Be confident, but don't be cocky. There's no need to act tough. There's rules. There's rules for interacting that used to be unspoken and universally understood. And it worked. It worked really well when we remembered how to treat each other. Don't wait for them to be the better person. Be you. Know who you are. Be that and be the best you that you can possibly be. It's not about deserve. It's about what you believe in. You know who said that? Wonder Woman. As a Superman fan, because I've now made two superhero references, and neither of them are Superman. I find myself annoyed. I see the funny in it. I'm just not amused. I get that it's funny. That's two. But be confident. Don't be cocky. Be humble if you can. Don't make and if you're trying to be humble, you're doing it wrong. There's if you have to try. If you have to try, you can just be humble. Be accepting. Everything is what it is. There's no need to get all jumpy and excited. Not that it isn't fun to do that sometimes. You can pick and choose. But yeah, be thick-skinned. Be prepared to take some flack. We're gonna. It's gonna suck. That's part of the deal. Life's balanced. Don't forget to help other people. So, so, so what? So what? To all those real quick thoughts that you just thought that started with the word "but." So what? Why do we help people? Because they need help. Oh, you think that there's a line waiting to help people? Someone else, someone will come by. Well, I don't have to deal with that. Someone will come by. Someone did come by, and they were thinking about just keeping going. If you think you can help, you're supposed to try. And it goes for everybody. Uh, because you know you're supposed to, and we can't expect the next guy to do it. What if we're the guy that was supposed to do it? What if it affects the next guy that does it to someone else? What if you affected the person that saved the world? Is that so impossible? Um, this one's big. This one's real big. Stay legal. That applies to posted trespassings, um, drugs. Let's talk about weed real quick. I live in a state where it has been decriminalized and you can walk into a store and buy weed. If you don't live in a place like that, obviously, I think positively of marijuana when used responsibly, like alcohol or tobacco. But if that's not allowed in your area, then clearly I'm not advocating for that. Keep yourself safe, keep yourself legal. That basically boils down to at any given time, if there's any, legal surprises, you don't have to be ready. There's nothing to be ready for. You're good. You come correct. Just keeping it real. Be civilized when you're interacting with people. There's zero chance that you can avoid interacting with people surviving out here today. Zero. Unless you're doing the mountain man thing. That's a whole different story. If you're completely rural, good for you. That must be wonderful. Write in the comments. Let me know. Don't forget to get up. I hear the voice of the girl from The Matrix. Her name was Trinity. She falls through a window down a flight of stairs, and she's laying on the ground with her handgun in each, pointing back up the stairs. She says, "Get up, Trinity. Get up." The second one, she believed and she got up. She remembered who she was and she got back up. And that's always stuck with me. I think that's great. I think that really, really gets the point across. It's okay to fall down. I'm gonna fall down. Doesn't matter if it's okay or not, but it also happens to be okay. It's normal to fall down. Get up. Don't stay down there. Get up. Eat regularly. I recommend breakfast over dinner because when you eat breakfast, you go burn off all the good stuff that you just took in during that meal. And when you eat dinner, you lay down on your back and sleep. Guess what all those nutrients do? Eat breakfast and bathe. Be hygienic. There's a thing called the Hobo's bath. Take a sanitary napkin or any kind of alcohol pad, some Lysol, some Dawn, a handful of Dawn, and some water. Go into a public bathroom. Get the good stuff. Get the good spots. It's not just about being civilized. That's good for you too. Make sure you stay as clean as possible. Stay clean. Eat regular. Clean regular. Be honest. This is more than just being civilized, because this is for yourself too. Be honest. Be straightforward. You don't even have to lie to manipulate people. If that's your thing, just make sure if you open your steak eater, you're either putting steak in or you're putting truth out. So keep it real. It's so much easier that way. I'm sorry. It's so much simpler that way. Have a plan and have a plan B, etc., etc., etc. I can't tell you how important that is later on down. Have a plan B. And having a plan B means you already have a plan A. And I recommend having a plan C. Have a plan. Have a plan B. You'll see if you get into poop hits the fan kind of scenario, and you don't have a plan B. You'll see. if you are around people who aren't going to be supportive about the way you are comfortable living your life, there is a chance you may have to disassociate from them. You go ahead and Google that, but I'm pretty sure even if you have never heard that word before, you know what I just said. Yeah, some of them are my friends. Uh-huh. Maybe. See how supportive they are. You'll see. Don't forget to help people. Among other things, that's what we're supposed to do. Help each other any way you can. This is part of the way that I can help people. Help each other. I had one last note. Um, Next lesson, we'll start the good stuff. We'll start the urban survival section. This is gonna definitely be more than one video. Uh-oh. Okay, so I was checking the time. I see that I've exceeded my 10:20. I said ish. So we're going to keep it under 25. And I still feel like that was better than last time, right? We're doing better than the intro video. We'll do that again. We're wrapping it up here shortly. We're going to get into the first part of the urban survival. Again, we're going to build a foundation on that. So we may not get to what you think of as the good stuff until a little bit later. We're going to cover it. Be confident. Don't be cocky. Have respect and show respect. Help each other because they need help and we're supposed to help. It's not about deserve. It's about what you believe in. I believe in me. We'll see if I succeed. But I believe in me. Believe in yourself. Know who you are. That's yours. Don't forget to help each other.